Okay, so for this episode of Let's Talk Jinx, we're going to be looking at the Mythic Star Guardian Jinx CHROMA in-game. I know a lot of people have seen it maybe, or heard about it, or seen the icon and having discussions about the border and stuff, but in case you haven't seen it in-game at this point, and you just kind of want to see like what the abilities look like, what the actual skin looks like when it does the dance, for example, and the whatnot, just what it looks like when it's moving around, and stuff like that too. Some people refer to it as the Star Nemesis Jinx, because it kind of looks like the Nemesis colors, if you will. One of the things you notice off the bat, of course, is in fact the color difference. When you swap the weapons, they are still Shiro and Shiro and Kuro are still the same in terms of like you can tell which one's which gun's which, and all that stuff too. But as you see, there's some changes with the thematic color scheme, if you will. I also bought a couple items, so we'll see how that looks. This floating thing next to Jinx is Runon's Hurricane. I've always still been a fan of that item, so you can just ignore that specifically if you will, but this also as far zoomed in as I can get. But if you want to see what some of the abilities look like in general, we will start with the auto attacks by getting a dummy in here, a training dummy I should say, if you will. So we'll spawn enemy dummy right here. We'll unlock the camera, move over and zoom in a little bit. This is both what Jinx looks like while she's auto attacking with this, as well as a matter of fact, I can do like this and get even more in here for you. And then as you can see, that's what the effects look like. That's what it looks like when you have, say, Kraken Slayer. Every so many attacks, that's what it looks like as well. It doesn't really change too much, but in case people care about that specific detail too. And that's what the auto attacks look like as they're flying over. Now the sound is still the same, but the colors are actually different, if that's something that someone cared about, right? Training Dummy's been dead 7 times over. We're going to switch the rocket launcher, of course. The little rockets flying, the star trail and everything. The colors, of course, matching, of course, those Nemesis colors. Now we're going to lock, zoom out again. So you can see what it looks like when the skin's in motion again, in case you didn't see it earlier, going back and forth. And then we're going to look at Zap, of course. There we go. Alright, so we're going to unlock the camera again. Get the camera right about here. Keep it zoomed out first, so zoomed out from a distance, what it looks like. Again, what it looks like when it's missing even. Now we're going to zoom in on the dummy first. You can see what it looks like when it's getting hit by Zap specifically. Little colors around it and stuff. Let me see if I can center it a bit more up. There you go. Up there. Let me see if I can center it nearly center this time. So you have like a lower view, an upper view, about a center view. Little star that explodes out of them. The colors. It's mainly the color swaps, of course, after all. What Jinx looks like when she's firing it. Here we go. The little kind of glow as it kind of fires off her finger. In multiple directions even. That's right. We'll center Jinx a bit more, as a matter of fact. And it is the finger of doom, essentially. Shocking, isn't it? Right, and there we go. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the flame choppers, of course. Nope, Jinx, stop. I mean, it is auto attacking. That's what auto attacking is. The champion's just going to auto attack. It's technically not you. All right, so the flame chopper is going to throw them down right here. As you see, they have the ooh. I kind of like the blue. I've mentioned this before. I'm kind of more of a red guy when it comes to colors. Red's one of my favorite colors. But sometimes blue looks really nice, and that kind of does look really nice, don't it? Again, in case you, there you go. We'll get a couple of them so you can see the maybe a better chance of the explosions, because we can spam them. There we go. Zoom out a little bit. We'll go back over to the training dummy. And we'll throw the flame choppers on the dummy. That's what it looks like when it instantly snares the training dummy. Let's throw them near the training dummy, so this is what happens if they don't get snared, but they still get hit with the explosion afterwards. That might not be close enough. Let's try here. Okay, so there we go. Let's see what happens when they explode near. That's the little stars kind of bounce off of them. Again, one more time, with it looks like when they get snared. Little circle around and everything. And then, of course, the Super Mega Death Rocket. We'll do this a couple ways. Again, at a massive distance like this. We'll unlock the camera once more. Bring it about right there. Now, it's not max traveling distance, so what I actually need to do is spawn in another enemy dummy, and we're going to put it like way over there. So first we're going to fire at this one a couple times, just to get you what it looks like. But then we're going to try hitting this guy over here, and moving the camera over here. Now we're going to do that again. We're going to zoom in this time. Why is it not zooming in? Well, that was weird. Zoom. Yeah, there we go. The people want to see perhaps what the explosion looks like at a close range. So we do this again. And boom. Big old nice AoE. Actually, we might want to zoom out for this one just so you can see the full scale of the explosion, as a matter of fact. Skadoosh. There you go. And then we're going to bounce back over here. We're going to... You've seen now what it looks like when it's hitting something. Now let's see Jinx when she's firing it at different, you know... Jinx, no. Go up here. There we go. Center, as a matter of fact. Uncenter. And, oh, the uses for centering the camera and stuff. So here's Super Mega Death Rocket if you were firing it down. Jinx still gets the wings, if you can see on the back there. Both wings are the same color. Now, if I recall, on the base skin, one wing is white and one wing is black, right? Because it's like the guns. They weren't both the same color. I could be wrong, to be completely honest, but I thought that was a thing. Or was it just the tattoos on her back? One was white and one was black. But the actual wings are always like that. Maybe because I'm usually in the heat of the moment when I'm using the Super Mega Death Rocket, like a battle's going on, I'm fighting for my life. I don't notice properly, but maybe that's the case. Alright, so now I'm doing it again zoomed out because it's the distance most people will probably be playing the game at, so you can see. That's what it looks like when it misses. So yeah, that's a lot of what the skin looks like in terms of its abilities, even with some items built like Runon's Hurricane and stuff, which again, like that circle and stuff, that's just purely the item and not actually part of the skin. If you're thinking, what is that floating orb thing? Is it like a third gun? No, that's a third gun, except now it's, you know, her finger, but no, that is not what that is. The dance, of course, we'll hit the dance real quick for y'all. Dance does like the glow effects on it and stuff when she's dancing, so there you go, for those that were really into that part as well. And last but not least, I'll be right back. I'm gonna fast forward the game several times so we can get past the home guard stage. So you can see the home guard flight animation. There's a fast forward 10 minutes option, and this is hilarious, guys. Look at this. Okay, so now we have home guard, so you can kind of see what home guards looks like. We're gonna fly off, and there we go. The flying trails, the spirals, it's like a pink and purple with the stars behind it as well. Zoomed in or zoomed. I'm going to zoom in for this one just because it's probably like, there you go. And then it runs out. And if we get back to spawn, using, of course, the last but not least actual thing, the recall. So the recall itself is still the same. It's primary color based. And then, of course, we're back in the fountain, so we get home guards and we just fly away from all of our problems. But that's going to be all from this video from me. So thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next, because I can have a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. ggGetJinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.